everybody. Welcome back to Syl Cat Chat. I'm Syl.
Hi. And I'm Kat. Welcome back.
Welcome back. It's December. We are quickly approaching the holidays. We are not as festive as we've been in the past, but I can see you've got some Christmas lights there, Kat.
Very little bit. I haven't even put up my tree yet, but yeah, I've been out of it. Been distracted. I got news. It hasn't been a good December so far.
You know, I think it hasn't been a good 2021 so far.
I know, and I'm just so glad it went by so quick. One thing I noticed is like when you were younger, you couldn't wait for, time to pass so you could be older and be old enough to drink and go to casinos and be old enough to just be a grown-up. Now that I'm a grown-up, beyond grown-up, I'm nearly senior, but now that I'm older, I can't wait for it to stop, and I'm like, we just got in 2021 and we're in mid-December now, so it's going too fast, so please slow down.
Yes, I saw a meme the other day that's kind of like, we are very cautiously going into 2022. Like, nobody's saying 2022, that's going to be my year. We're just like, I don't know, is it going to be my year?
Yeah, it can't be any worse than this year, so it's all uphill from here. I mean, you're talking to somebody who's like, relationship is rocky. I am now unemployed again because my temporary assignment ended, so really it's a hot mess. So hopefully 2022 will be my year. I'm due.
Amen. I will speak that as well because yes, 2021, I'm just adding extra numbers, has been challenging for my family as well. Just hit after hit, and but I am optimistic. I am seeing some improvement in the right direction, so I am gonna just hope and pray that 2022 is a blessing for both of us.
Me too. Prayers up.
Yes. So today, let's share some fabs and flops with people. What have we tried over the last month or so that we really want to tell them about? You start.
Well, a fab that I use, and you wouldn't be able to tell today because I'm not using it today because I use these Velcro rollers today to get a little lift. But one of the new products that I've tried, my hair lady gave me, is as my layers get longer in my hair, I don't like to stick product in my hair, but I like to have a little lift through my crown area so it's not all flat. Well, she turned me on to this volumizing powder. It's a powder pump. It's by Oligo, O-L-I-G-O. And it's a white powder. It's so funny because when you open it up, I've almost spilled some, and it looks like cocaine. It's crazy. But it's like a white powder. You see this powder that sprays out?
It's like a spray, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's a powder, and it's weird. On your hand right now, it feels wet, but you just take some of your hair and you split it, and then you just pop some powder in there, and then you shake it up, and then it actually gives you lift in your crown, like already just a little bit. And I do like a split here and a split there, and maybe a little in the middle, and then all you do is turn your hair upside down or wait till it dries a little bit and just rub through it. One thing it does do though is it makes it hard for you to just like run your hands through your hair. So very little goes a long way, because if you put too much and you go to run your fingers through your hair, your hand gets caught a little bit. No. So it's not quite a hairspray, but it's good for getting some volume lift in your crown, or like those days where your hair is a day or two dirty, because I actually love my hair on the second day. I don't like my hair the first day. Like today's the day one. I don't like it because it's gonna go wherever it's gonna go. There's no stiffness or oil in it yet. But day 2 is perfect. Day 3, I still like my hair, but then I gotta wash it after that. So and that's good. My hairstylist told me years ago. I know people sometimes think, oh my God, you don't wash your hair every day? No, I do not. And proud to say I don't, and I'm not really supposed to. I shower every day, but doing your hair twice a week. I do it regularly, like Tuesdays and Saturdays, or if I do it Sunday, then it's Wednesday and Sunday. And I like a little oil in my hair. It helps hold my style, because I don't like I said, I don't like hairspray. I don't like mousses. The only time I use anything like that is on a big interview day, or I'm gonna go to Vegas and go to a club or a show or something, and I want my hair to stay. But this is a very good product, and you can get it at your neighborhood salon or on Amazon.
Nice.
That's my fab.
Nice. Thank you for sharing, Kat. Yeah, everybody's hair is different because I do not wash every day either because of the same reasons. My hair needs like the first day to settle down, and then so I'm like 3 times a week because mine gets oily faster than Kathy's does. So, but that seems like it's like a cross between a dry shampoo and a hairspray. So so it good. Thanks for that, Fab.
Anytime. What do you got?
So mine's edible because I am a food lover. It's just, I am going to recommend Ore-Ida mini tater tots.
I love those. I love those, and I love the little flat ones that look like a nickel. They're nickel size and they're flat. Yeah.
So,
a guilty pleasure.
So people are like, aren't tater tots already mini potatoes? Yes, they are. But let me tell you, I'm a fan of tater tots, and the mini tater tots are just next level because they actually cook a little faster, and so the outside gets nice and crispy, and the inside still gets nice and heated. So, FYI, I have a second fab, and I don't think I mentioned it, but the Ninja Foodi machine. It's on sale at Sam's Club, Costco. It's a toaster oven. I set out to get a toaster oven, and my husband talked me into this all in one. It's like a dehydrator, a toaster oven, an air fryer. And I was like, oh, that's nonsense. It's just a gimmick. I mean, all I want is like a $30 toaster oven. But this bad boy, I'm going to say this bold statement. It's a bold statement, and I stick to it. This machine is life-changing. Life-changing.
Ninja Foodi?
It's called the Ninja, and the machine is the Foodi, and it's a Ninja Foodi. I don't know if it's called the toaster oven or what, but you can Google it. It's a little less than $200, but I'm gonna tell you, I used to have to. I know, but this is life-changing. I stand by this.
Okay.
Because our oven took particularly long to preheat. So, like, if I'm hungry, I have to wait like 20 minutes for my oven to preheat, and then another 20 or 30 minutes it takes to cook my food. And so
that's too long.
It is. So Ninja Foodi, no lie, legit truth, preheats in 1 minute. 1 minute, that bad boy's 400 degrees and ready for my food. And because it's a smaller oven, the cooking time is like cut in half, or at least by a third. So like what would normally take 20 minutes in the regular oven takes 10 to 15 max in this Ninja Foodi. So from the moment my tummy starts grumbling and I'm like, I want some French fries and chicken nuggets, I wait 1 minute and I'm putting that stuff in there. 10 minutes later, I'm eating. So I'm just telling you, life-changing people, get a Ninja Foodi. It will change your life. Sorry, I don't have
on Amazon now. Okay, well I'm going to put that on my Christmas list. I'm interested, but $200 right now is too much for me, and I'm usually the one that's not the cheap thrifty one, but gotta save my pennies.
Absolutely.
But sounds great. I'm all for getting your food done quickly. I hate cooking. I hate waiting for things to cook and bake. Ugh.
Agreed.
That's why I eat out more than I eat in.
Indeed. So those are our fabs. So we didn't have any flops, which is, I'd say that's a win. So we'll go with that. Mm-hmm. So next we want to talk about something in entertainment. So tell me what we mentioned it a little bit earlier. What do we want to talk about today, Kat?
Will and Jada's oversharing. Like, I'm not gonna sign a petition or anything, but they got one out there. But I've been long since agreeing with this. I don't need to know about your open relationship. I don't need to know about your entanglements. I don't need to know about your agreeable cheating, and I just don't need to know all that. And then now Will is way oversharing too much about their sex life and everything else. I'm a Will Smith fan. I watch his movies. I listen to his music. I grew up on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'm a fan. I'll still see your stuff, but I only want to see stuff that's directed and scripted from now on. I don't want to hear about your life. And you are not relationship goals by any means to me. You never were, first of all. I know a lot of people say, oh, Will and Jada or B and J, the relationship goals. No, you're not relationship goals. Yeah. So that's what I gotta say about that. Is I too share the sentiment that many do, that I'm tired of hearing about your relationship. You might as well have a reality show since you're sharing so much.
I am in full agreement. We share this. I really, to be honest, I'm gonna call it what it is. I'm calling BS, because they claim this open relationship and they're totally fine with it. But I'll tell you what, when there was that interview about Jada's entanglement, Will looked hurt.
Didn't he look like he was gonna cry?
That man was 2 seconds away from tears dripping down his face, and rightfully so. However, if you have this open relationship where you guys are just fine expressing your sexuality in any whatever way you want, then why did that hurt you? Why was it even called an entanglement? It should have just been called a Tuesday, because that's their right? So somebody's BSing here, and I'm just saying, call it what it is. Y'all can't be faithful. Marriage is hard. So you're going to try to cover it up by saying that we're open, it's all good, when you just made that man almost cry on national TV. So I'm going to call nonsense.
I got a comment. Besides, like you said, just call it a Tuesday. What I call it is the old adage, it's cheaper to keep her. You're only staying married because you've seen those huge divorces, like Steven Spielberg had to pay all this money, Harrison Ford paid all this, all these famous celebrities that have to pay out to their spouses. I just think that, yeah, you live a lavish lifestyle, but it's probably more expensive for you to get a divorce. So you'll just say this, you have this open relationship. But a relationship like that is, you could have just dated. You don't need to be married, because you're just making a complete mockery of the whole marriage idea. You don't need to be married then. But yeah, that's how I feel. I feel there's definitely more behind it. I mean, they both could probably get others, but if they keep advertising how they act with one another, how they treat each other within their union, whatever it is, I'm sorry, Will's not a hot commodity to me. I wouldn't want to date Will Smith, and I don't care how filthy rich he is, but I have enough problems dating the average dude and making sure they're not cheating and lying and scheming. So with you, have women throwing panties at you and coming to your hotel rooms and all that, I don't want none of that. So I don't want any of that.
Amen. Kat and I are united on this, and please, Will and Jada, stop sharing. We don't want any more. Just keep it in your house and sort that stuff out. So that's what we have to say about entertainment this week. So I did want to share. Kat said she asked me what was on my mind and that I could talk about whatever. And so there is something on my mind. This is real talk, and I want to just say that. Because I don't think I'm alone. I experience what's called seasonal affective disorder, and it's sad. And what that is just when the seasons change, the days become shorter. It happens in the winter. The weather becomes colder. You get more cloudy days. A lot of people call it the winter blues. And what I find myself, who is normally a pretty upbeat person, hi, have we met? I'm Sylvia. So I'm pretty upbeat and positive, but I just noticed that I'm just feeling a lot more down, disinterested in things, just becoming sad easier, and losing energy. And I know my mom jokes I'm like a sunflower because I am drawn to the sun. I love the sun. It gives me energy. So knowing that I'm going through this, I just wanted to mention it. Guys, it's a real thing. It is a real thing. Please look it up. It's called seasonal affective disorder, and a lot of people experience it, and it's very common in these winter months when you're less active, it's colder, there's not as much opportunity to get outside. But there are things that you can do to help it, and I am doing everything I can to help it. Vitamin D supplements. There are what they call sad lights, and it's a lamp that you can put on to try to get your light in. It mimics the sunlight. Counseling. I go to counseling. Counseling's okay. It's great to say, hey, I need an unbiased party to talk to. So I highly recommend counseling. I am loving my therapist. So there are things, and activity, exercise, that really helps. And on the few days that you do get some sun, get outside and enjoy it. I texted Kat earlier. I was like, it's 70 degrees today. I'm going for a run. Because I've been stuck inside for the last couple weeks with these 50-degree cloudy days. But
yeah, you were bragging because it's 50 something out here.
I was. Kat and I live on opposite sides of the country, so California to Virginia, and it never fails. I'm having a sunny day, she's having a cold day. She's an opposite, because I have really envied those California days many times when I'm over here cold. But anyways, so I just wanted to share that, we all have things that we're going through, and also not to beat up on myself, because I tend to get mad at myself. Get it together, Sylvia. You don't have anything to complain about. Why is this bothering you? Get tougher. And that's the lies just coming at you, because, everybody has their things, and just because other people have bigger problems or real problems, we all gonna feel what we feel. So let yourself feel those things, and you don't have to feel bad about them. But just let someone know. You better believe I told my husband, hey, Toby, I'm feeling this way. I can feel it coming on. And we prayed together that night, and he checks in on me. He texts me, are you using your sad light at work? And so I mean,
that's nice.
Tell somebody if you're feeling this way, because the people who love you are gonna try to help as any way they can. So anyways, just wanted to share that. And I don't know who that's for, but it's what it is.
No, I believe that's definitely a real thing, because I know that when I had considered taking jobs in Seattle before, people would tell me they have a high suicide rate because of the weather. It's gloomy. And it's not like California where we get a lot of sun. Even though it's cold and nippy today, the sun is still out, and we're in December. So there's no state quite like California, even though I know you love Virginia. But California, where else could you ski and surf in the same day? If you go up there, you can ski, or go down over here, you can surf. So they do. But I will make sure I send you perky Texas during these cold winter months, now that I know sometimes people need a pick-me-up. And if it's just a hello and I'm thinking of you, I know I appreciate those. I love those. So
yes.
And I'm glad to hear that Toby's taking care of you.
He is. And anybody who is suffering either from winter blues or actual full-on depression or anxiety, I highly recommend counseling, obviously, and fighting the urge to stay alone, because that's the thing. Is sometimes when you do get depressed, you kind of tend to pull away from people and isolate yourself, and that's probably the worst thing you can do. And yes, I know Kathy's pointing to her.
That's what I do. I cancel on people when I'm depressed, and I just want to stay home. I just want to stay in what I consider my safe cocoon space. It's hard for me. I'm like that commercial where they used to have the wind up on the lady's back to get her going. That's how I feel. And like I said, I'm going through things. I'm pretty perky today, and we're filming. But I have a lot of stress. I've had stress over the last few months because I've been trying to land a job that's permanent, not temp work. This is the first attempt at temp work I've tried. So now I know temp really means temp. Like I expected 3 months, 6 months kind of thing. And it was like 1 month, Then I'm like, well, I could have spent that time finding a permanent job. But anyway, beyond that. But I've been on that relationship roller coaster that I've been on for, too many years. But yeah, so I get a little bummed out. And I'm the kind of person who, like Siv said, I close off. I don't want to hang out with people. I don't want to talk to anybody. And it is a vicious, ugly cycle, because it just makes you feel worse. And just like you said with the disorder you were talking about, exercise always helps, but it's getting you out and getting you doing it. But once you're out there, you're so glad you're out there, feeling a little sun and light and air on you instead of being like in your four walls. You need fresh air, you need light, you need sound.
Yes.
Sometimes just the quiet makes you think too much, and if you're going through a lot, you're overthinking the stuff, and it's not good things that are going through your head up there. And it's just awful. So like you said, I agree. We need to reach out to those people that love us, that just to vent even, because they're going to be empathetic. They care how you're feeling. And you don't want to lose people that you love. And bottom line is, some people go into a downward spiral and they don't get back up. So I'm not there, don't fear. But I'm just saying, sometimes you need to check in on folks. It's just check in on those you love and make sure that everything is good in their world, because you might be going through your peak time while they're going through their downtime, and you can help uplift them.
Amen. Thank you, Kat. That is absolutely true. Yes. So as we go in and get nearer the holidays, just reach out to the people you care about, even if it's just a text to let them know you're thinking about them. You just never know. And any of us who are fighting against the the blues or anything even deeper than that, just reach out, because I know it's not the natural thing to do. You want to just curl up in your cocoon, but it's not healthy, and it's not the best thing. So definitely reach out. But anyways, guys, thanks for sharing this time with us. Mwah!
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
Bye. Take care. Oh, and Merry Christmas if we don't talk to you sooner.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.